Your health is every choice you make. We are part of a global wellness program with over 1.65 million members in AIA across Asia. And in Singapore, we have more than 100,000 members on AIA Vitality. Members live healthier by knowing their health through online assessments and screenings. They improve their health by logging exercises and enjoying the rewards to keep them going. And indeed, members are making improvements in their health. Even the vitality age gap has narrowed to less than a year. Best of all, you earn points for every activity. The higher your status, the greater the rewards, including up to 15% off insurance premium on selected AIA plans. To keep you going, there is the weekly fitness challenge with personalized targets to help pace and improve your fitness. When you complete the challenge, you get a spin on the Vitality Wheel to earn Vitality Coins, which you can use at the marketplace. That's not all. You also earn AIA Vitality Points for completing these activities. And very soon, you'll be on your way to Platinum status. And we sweeten the deal further with many exciting partner benefits that you can enjoy. With AIA Vitality, nothing gets better than a healthier you. So get onto AIA Vitality today because your health is every choice you make.
Well, the football feast continues in the AIA Singapore Premier League. We're on to match day 5. A very warm welcome to the Jurong East Stadium ahead of this clash between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. It's the league's most potent attack with 13 goals scored against the most porous defense with 14 conceded. So we can expect goals galore. This, of course, is one of 4 live midweek matches across the island today, with 2 title favourites going head-to-head. Albrecht's Niigata taking on the Lion City Sailors, Tampines Rovers at home to the Young Lions, and Balestier Khalsa hosting Geylang International. All games, of course, coming to you live across Singtel, StarHub, the AIA Singapore Premier League Facebook page, and the OnePlay Sports Network. I'll be keeping tabs of all the action and the goals as they happen, so be sure to stick with us as we continue our build-up to this game at the Jurong East Stadium. Let's check in with the coaches, starting with team manager for Tanjong Pagar United, Noah Alam Shah.
Hi coach, a quick turnaround from Sunday after a heavy defeat. What has your team done to reset both physically as well as mentally?
Oh, nothing has been done much. Basically, we come out from that heavy defeat, and then we only have enjoy our training session, get back to concentration on today's match, and that's basically all. I cannot do much on 48 hours. It's only based on recovery and things already. Yep.
I would say one of the more surprising traits of your club's current fortune is the lack of goals despite bolstering the attacking side of your squad so heavily in the off-season. What would you attribute that to?
Basically, it boils down to patience. You need patience to build this principle to be in place. So at this current moment, we are trying to. We are already focused on defending, but we already let go 5 goals and 4 goals against the I think four teams, the best 4 teams last year, local best 4 teams. But now it's all about producing goals. We are going to try and score goals. We did a lot of finishing and combination play on our training sessions. So it will be seen. It just needs patience.
Tonight statistically pits the league's worst defense against the best attack. What preparation has been done to stifle Hougan's attack?
Nothing has been done. Hougang is another team in the league that we are playing in. Basically, they are on a very good run of form because of one player only, which is Doi. I think Bindoy had one of our strikers 7 goals, also will be on top of the league. Based on the statistic, I don't think they really have one of the best. They are a very direct team with a lot of speed in the team. So what we're going to counter is just play the way we play. Basically, we will try to attack. We know where to sit down. As usual, we are looking for goals. Also, we want to boost our confidence and try to beat the best team at this current moment. Is a good moral booster for us.
After an opening day loss here to LB Rex, actually, you've bounced back with 3 straight wins and scoring at least 3 goals in all of those games. What has been done in training and to allow your attack to click together so spectacularly?
I think it's all about game time because the lack of preseason games severely affect us. We are a new team with a lot of new players, so you can see it took time for us to gel together to improve on the areas that we think.
There we go then, both teams walking out. Hougang looking bright in blue. They are the designated away team today, and their form has been pretty bright as well. 3 wins since the opening day loss. Hougang United find themselves second on the table. And that is the home team led by captain Farid Hamid. Fasha Iskandar back in goal. And there have been a couple of changes. I will get to the team lineups very shortly. Both these teams will need a victory to keep, for different reasons. Hougang United looking to keep their streak going, while Tanjong Pagar United looking to get themselves out of a spot of bother. The match officials, of course, referee Mohammad Shakawi Buhari. He'll be assisted by Lim Kok Heng, Ruthran Raj, and the fourth official, Juherman Zaiton. Match commissioner, Atli Esmadi. There was a bit of rain earlier at the Jurong East Stadium. Thankfully, the lightning warning system stayed off. That means kickoff is going ahead as planned at 7:45. Confirmation of the match officials, as I alluded to earlier. The customary coin toss between both the captains, Fabian Kwok and Farid Hamid. There we go. Team news coming up for you, starting with Tanjong Pagar United. They make 4 changes from the weekend. Joey Sim, who had a howler, is dropped entirely. Back in goal is Fasha Iskandar. In comes Luis Junior, Daniel Martins, and Nauful Ilham. Anaki Ismit, Khairul Amri, and Hariputra find themselves on the bench for this one. The goals have been hard to come by for Tanjong Pagar United. The 2 they've scored have come from Luis Junior and Blake Rishuto, both of them in the starting 11 today. As for the visiting Hougang United, I guess if it's not broken, why fix it? They have an unchanged lineup from the weekend. The main man to watch, of course, there you have it, number 9, Tomiyuki Doi, leads the scoring charts with 7 goals. And there'll be plenty of firepower for Hougang United, who, if results go their way, could find themselves at the top of the table by the end of play today. Noel Amshah was fairly bullish in his pre-match comments, and I'm sure he will be looking for a response from his team. He says they have cleared their biggest hurdles yet, clearing fixtures against Tampines Rovers, Lion City Sailors, Geylang International, and Albrechts Ningata, still without a win. Tanjong Pagar United, Hougang United, on the other hand, since losing here on opening day, they've bounced back and in style. Coach Clementio still missing with a bout of illness. In his place is caretaker Firdaus Kasim, who was in the dugout for the match at the weekend as well. Thankfully, the rain that was pouring at the Jurong East has cleared up. And we are now minutes away from kickoff. It is Tanjong Pagar United who will kick us off. Remember, this is one of 4 games coming to you on this match day 5 of the AIA Singapore Premier League season. The referee waiting for final confirmation. And the goals have been hard to come by for Tanjong Pagar United. So have clean sheets. They've conceded 13. I do beg your pardon. They've conceded 14 goals across 4 games, and they will have to do a lot better at the back as much as they have to at the front, especially going up against Tomiyuki Doi, the league's top scorer with 7 goals. He's really endeared himself to the Hougang fans and to his teammates with his goal-scoring prowess. It does Look like Fabian Kwok and Kaishu will just anchor that midfield. They do have the flying winger, Idraki Adnan. Here we go, take two and kickoff. We are underway at the Jurong East Stadium. It is Tanjong Pagar United, dressed sharply in red, who will get us off. Idraki Adnan winning the early ball. Farid will have together, he's done well there. And Farid's opting for the short pass as Tanjong Pagar look to come flying out of the blocks. Just prior to kickoff, we could hear both teams in their respective dressing rooms, and I must say there was a loud roar from the Tanjong Pagar United dressing room. They desperately are looking for a win. They haven't won since they returned to top flight Singaporean football. In fact, their last win goes all the way back to 2014. That's Blake Risciuto, who's pressured the Hougang defense into conceding an early corner kick. Now Hougang's attack has occupied much of the headlines in the build-up to this game. But while they have the league's best attack, having scored 13, they've only kept one clean sheet in their last 17 competitive games. That clean sheet came at this very venue against tonight's opponents. That was in November 2020. In comes the corner. Has cleared away. And it does look like it will go Tanjong Pagar's way, and they have started brighter here, the team in red. A bit of confusion between the match officials as to whose ball that will be. It does look like it will be a Tanjong Pagar United throw, and it's Naufal Ilham who's come across to take this throw in. Blake Risciuto here in a tight space with two for company. He's kept it in play. Did ever so well, unfortunately, is gone out for Hougang United goal kick. The goalkeeper for Hougang United, Mugundan Maran. He, of course, started the season on the bench. I was in the commentary booth for Hougang United's opening game against Albirex. Ridwan Barudin started that game. Since then, Mugundan has come into the team and kept his place. And that's gone out for a Tanjong Pagar throw. It is Shodai Nishikawa who gets us underway with the throw. Blake Risciuto on the ball here. He scored one of two goals Tanjong Pagar United have scored this season, the other one being Luis Junior. Tanjong Pagar, of course, made a host of signings in the off-season. They haven't really clicked and gone to plan, but as Noor Alam Shah alluded to in the pre-match interview, they are going about this patiently and hoping work on the training ground will transpire to success on the pitch. Shafiq Ghani, he's your man who scored an outstanding free kick in that 5-1 victory over the weekend. That was his first goal of the season. In today's starting lineup, apart from Tomoyuki Doi, who scored 7, Maksat also scored a goal, the centre-back from Kyrgyzstan, from a set piece. Here he is on the ball here, Maksat. To Kaishu. Hougang looking to be patient on the ball. Lionel Tan to the flank. Shawal Anwar. Since losing the services of Stipe Plazibat, Hougang have lacked bite up front. They broke the bank to get Tomoyuki Doi to lead the line for their team. And it does look like that transfer has paid dividends, with the Japanese striker leading the scoring charts with 7 goals. It's not just the goal scoring charts that he leads. He's also assisted 2 goals, which alongside Kaishu is the joint most for Hougang United. And in 4 games, Tomoyuki Doi has taken an outstanding 21 shots. 7 of those have found the back of the net. That's a very, very decent conversion rate for a man who models his game on Luis Suarez. Fasha Iskandar back in goal, having missed out at the weekend. He does provide that stability for Tanjong Pagar United to build from the back, as Faris looks to do just that. The referee was looking for an advantage for Tanjong Pagar. Nothing coming their way, and he stopped it for a free kick. It is Sharin Sabrin who will get us underway with the dead ball. Plays it out to the flank, looking for Shodai. And Shodai Nishikawa has done ever so well, and Tanjong Pagar United have a chance. He's gone for goal, and he's got a goal! Tanjong Pagar United are in the lead at the Jurong East Stadium, and it's Shodai Nishikawa who's opened the scoring 6 minutes into the game. We talked about fighting spirit, we talked about showing some grit. No Alam Shah praising the goal scorer, and why not? Shodai Nishikawa has opened the scoring for Tanjong Pagar United. And we're back underway. Understandably, Hougang in a rush to get things going. There we go, a replay of the goal. Shodai Nishikawa did ever so well to beat his marker. Left Faiz Saleh for dead, and then he had one thing on his mind. Mugundan Maran didn't stand a chance. Shodai Nishikawa made it 1-0. And that is exactly the start that No Alam Shah would have wanted. It's the Jaguars who've come out purring. There's your goal scorer, Shodai Nishikawa. That has really thrown a cat amongst the pigeons here at the Jurong East Stadium. It's the tepid, well, before this, tepid Tanjong Pagar United, bottom of the table, who've taken the lead against high-flying Hougang United. Plenty of football left to be played here. And they come again, Tanjong Pagar. They've got wind in their sails, having scored the opening goal. There's been a bit of breaking news earlier today with the return of fans scheduled for this weekend. The reason I bring up the fans is at both ends of the stadium, outside the fences, there are, of course, the Hougang Hools who turned up to sing for their fans, as well as Tanjong Pagar United fans. Well, very soon you can find yourself back in the stadiums. That, of course, needs to abide by COVID protocols. In the here and now, though, it's Shawal Anwar on the break for Hougang United, and he's taken a shot. That went just wide. Fasha Iskandar saw that bounce out. I must say, it's been a very tasty opening 9 minutes here at the Jurong East Stadium. The referee just having a quick word with Sharin. Let's have another look. Shawal Anwar find himself in space. Unfortunately for him, he dragged his shot come cross just wide. And it's Fasha Iskandar who will get us started with this goal kick. And it does look like Tanjong Pagar United up for the challenge of facing high-flying Hougang. As I mentioned earlier, Hougang don't have a fantastic record when it comes to clean sheets. Prior to this, they haven't kept a clean sheet in 17 consecutive games. Tanjong Pagar United, who are leading 1-0, courtesy of a Shodai Nishikawa goal 6 minutes into this contest. And if you hear a chorus of cheering, that is the Hougang Hools who are in attendance behind Mugundan's goal. Here comes the goal scorer, Shodai Nishikawa to Rishuto. Luis Junior looking for the flick to pick out Nishikawa, didn't come off. As Tomoyuki Doi finds himself in space, Fasha off his line, quick and sharp to clear the ball. Shafiq Ghani wins the ball in the middle of the park. He's looking for Shawal Anwar, who's done well to take it down. He has picked out Kaishu. That's an interesting ball, and this could be... That was a shot on target. Unfortunately, the flag had gone up, as you can see in the picture. The league's top scorer with 7 goals to his name thought he had sight of number 8. Unfortunately, let's have another look. Kaishu saw the run, just a tad too quick. Tomoyuki Doi, not that it mattered, as Fasha Itkanda got his body in the way of the shot. We're back underway with this from Fasha, who will launch it long. Once again, looking for the flank. Ryo Nishiguchi couldn't get his head onto it, and that's gone out for a Hougang United throw in. Lionel Tan on the ball. Lionel Tan, of course, has been a mainstay in the Hougang United defense. That was wild from Sabrin. Shafiq Ghanis has still kept the possession. And long last, Tanjong Pagar United clear their lines. Referee does call it back, unsurprisingly. Shahrin Sabrin is in the book, the first player to get a yellow card. Let's have another look at this fairly reckless challenge from Shahrin. No intention of getting the ball. And I must say, a yellow card is justified in that instance. Idraki has the ball in hand to get us started with this throw-in. Nope, he'll pass the ball on to his fullback. Confirmation of the yellow card to Shahrin Sabrin. Fasha Iskandar gathers the ball. There we have it. Here comes goal scorer Nishikawa. And Faris Ahmed caught in possession there. And once again, Tanjong Pagar United looking fairly fragile at the back. Thankfully, this time nothing comes of it and their lead stays intact. Farid launches it forward, giving Luis Junior something to chase. Maksat has given Mugundan a job to do. This could be a chance. And Maksat completes the clearance. And Black Rishuto did get his shot away. Maksat threw his body in the way to deny that. This could be a spot of bother as Shafiq Ghani finds himself on the deck. And Tomoyuki Doi there is in the referee's ear, telling him all about the incident that could have led to Shafiq Ghani's injury. In fact, it does look like Tomoyuki Doi is making a case for the offside call earlier. That was half a chance for Tanjong Pagar to double their lead. In your picture there at the back, you can see some Tanjong Pagar United fans dressed in red. They'll be pleased with the start for their teams today. Hougang United do have options on the bench in the way of Afiq Noor or Khairul Nizam. They are, though, missing the Brazilian signing Gilberto Fortunato, who's still missing through injury, as is Jarrell Ong. As it does look like we'll get underway here at the Jurong East Stadium via a throw-in. And as it stands, it does not look like Shafiq Ghani will be able to continue. Maksat to Faiz Saleh. Confirmation then that there has been a goal at the Jalan Besar Stadium between the Lion City Sailors and Albirex Niigata. It is the reigning champions, Albirex, who have taken the lead. Ryoya Taniguchi giving Albirex the lead in that heavyweight clash against the Lion City Sailors. About 23 minutes played in that one. There's also been a goal at our Tampines hub. Tampines Rovers now 2 to the good. Boris Kapitovic has doubled the Stags' advantage against the Young Lions. So as you can see, it's raining goals on match day 5 of the AIA Singapore Premier League season. There's been one goal here as well in the way of Shodai Nishikawa, giving Tanjong Pagar United the advantage. In your picture there, Ryo Nishiguchi, still looking for his first goal of the season. Man who predominantly supports Luis Junior in that striking position. Farid gets us underway, picks out Rio. Blake Rusciuto has the ball here, looking for Luis Junior, has found Luis Junior. It's Luis Junior on the ball. That goes all the way to Rio, who's played an interesting ball in. Mugundan was left scrambling there. Thankfully, it went just high. And we will have our first water break of the day here at the Jurong East Stadium. Ryo Nishiguchi, the latest man to threaten the Hougang United goal. Also on your shot, Shodai Nishikawa, whose goal 6 minutes into this contest is the difference between these two teams at the moment. Just a quick water break halfway through the first half. That might also give Hougang United a chance to have a look at Shafiq Ghani's injury. Here's a look at the goal. It was a speculative ball from the back, but Shodai Nishikawa left Faiz Saleh on the deck, and then he did this. How about that for a finish? Shodai Nishikawa, first goal of the season. There we go. Faiz Saleh didn't stand a chance, found himself in the box. Next thing you know, it was in the back of the net, Shodai Nishikawa. And how about that for celebrations by Tanjong Pagar United? Confirmation, there will be a substitution. Unfortunately, Shafiq Ghani will not be able to continue. He's made way for Afiq Noor, who joins the fray from the bench. First change for Hougang United. It does look like a straight swap for now. Oh, it does look like Idraki and Shawal have swapped flanks again. Idraki back on the right, Shawal back on the left. Tomiyuki Doi straight down the middle. The league's top scorer asking for the ball. Doesn't get it, but it's gone all the way to the fullback. Here's Shawal Anwar. Looking to return the ball. Rishuto cleared the ball. And it's Hougang United who build again from this throw. Kaishu looking for a teammate in blue. Plays the ball into the box. Idraki scored, and that is the equalizer for Hougang United. Idraki Adnan, who's shown fleet-footed football all season, knocks this one in with his head, and Hougang United are back in this contest. Exactly what Firdaus Qasim would have wanted. Idraki Adnan with his first goal of the season. And there you have it, he is pointing to his head. Just about half an hour played here at the Jurong East Stadium, and it is a 1-1 between Hougang United and Tanjong Pagar United. How about this? Idraki Adnan, can't say he knew much about it, but they all count anyway. Kaishu again with the instrumental pass as the third assist of the season for Kaishu, and Idraki Adnan's first goal of the season. It's game on. That break in play for the water break does seem to have broken the momentum for Tanjong Pagar United, as Hougang look now to build on the impressive restart. Naufal Ilham was in your picture there. He's had a fairly quiet game, drafted into the team to provide some solidarity at the back. Lionel Tan to Maksat. Luis Junior pressuring Lionel. He's gone out to the fullback. It does look like there's been a slight tweak in formation for Hougang United, enforced of course by the substitution after Shafiq Ghani's injury. It does look like Afiq Noor has slotted in at right back, which means Faiz Saleh now finds himself at left back. That means Farhan Zulkifli has been pushed into midfield. "30 minutes played here at the Jurong East Stadium. There's one goal apiece between the high-flying Hougang United and Tanjong Pagar United. It's Tanjong Pagar who are getting us started again with the throw. Sharin. Ball's out, and Hougang United will get us started with the throw. Shawal Anwar. Lionel Tan. Maksat. Idraki asking for the ball over the top, doesn't get it. As Hougang United are going to take the patient approach here to build from the back. It's Kaishu who has an assist already to his name, who will get us underway. Idraki, the goal scorer. Fabian Kwok. Maksat plays the ball forward, giving Idraki something to chase. Idraki has Farid for company. Fasha Iskandar comes out to gather. Luis Junior has won the header. Maksat into the arms of Mugundan Maran. Daniel Martins was quite close to Mugundan. Kaishu plays the ball forward, and that's given Tomiyuki Doi something to chase. Fasha Iskandar once again has done that more than once today, quick off his lines. And there's another Hougang United player on the deck. It's Kaishu, who this time finds himself, thankfully he dusts himself up and picks himself up to continue. And Hougang United continue to press on, having equalized through Idraki Adnan after 28 minutes. Afiq Noor, the substitute. Idraki has Farid for company, and Farid wins that battle all the way back to Mugundan. Launches it long. Sharin with the header away. Rishuto looking for Martins, Daniel Martins. Unfortunately, nothing comes of it. And it'll be a goal kick for Hougang United. In your shot there, Daniel Martins, one of the younger members of Tanjong Pagar United. That was a high boot from Maksat. The referee agreed. Maksat making the case that he had the ball in sight. Let's have another look. That was dangerous from Maksat despite getting the ball. And the referee There's no hesitation, immediately blowing the whistle. And it's Tanjong Pagar United who have a free kick. They have faded slightly, the Jaguars, having started very, very brightly. And it's Rushaidi who will play this ball in, all the way through to Blake. That was an outstanding save from Mugundan Maran, fully stretched. Wasn't taking any chances, gets a high five from Kaishu. And that's gone out for a corner kick. Rushaidi making his way over. Let's have another look at the free kick. All the way in. Does look like Luis Junior got a touch, or half a touch. Mugundan was taking no chances. Here comes yet another corner kick for Tanjong Pagar United. Rushaidi with the ball in. Cleared by the sea of blue shirts. And it's another corner kick. Another set-piece opportunity for Tanjong Pagar United, who have height in the box in the way of Luis Junior and Rio Nishiguchi. That's come all the way through. Unfortunately not good enough as Idraki gathers possession. Looks for the return from his teammate, and that could be short. Afiq Noor and Shawal Anwar on the break here, and this could be painful if they do score. And that's given as... Oh, the referee looks set to give this as a foul, but he's going to take a second opinion from his assistant. Let's have another look at what comes of this. They are checking if this was outside or inside the box. And this could really flip the tail in Hougang United's way. It is a yellow card for Fasha Iskandar, and it's given as a free kick. Let's have another look. Shawal Anwar only had one thing on his mind as he broke away. Unfortunately, touch was tad heavy. That gave Fasha Iskandar his chance. And I must say that's the correct call. Contact was outside the box. And Tanjong Pagar United are living dangerously at this moment. Lionel Tan still making the case for the Cheetahs. Highly unlikely that the referee is going to change his mind after this. Shawal Anwar looks okay to continue. Well, Hougang United did score a free kick from a similar sort of position at the weekend. Unfortunately, Shafiq Ghani is not on the pitch anymore. So it'll be interesting to see who takes up this opportunity. At the moment, it does look like it's Tomiyuki Doi who's standing over this. Or could it be Kaishu? The referee, Shakawi Buhari, just making sure the wall is in place. That was a difficult decision between the referee, Shakawi Buhari, and his assistants, Lim Kok Heng in particular, and I must say, they dealt with it very well. Can Hougang United take advantage of this free kick with Tomiyuki Doi and Kaishu eyeing this one? It is Kaishu who will take this against the wall of Tanjong Pagar United. Tomiyuki Doi gathers possession. And Afiq Noor earns a throw-in for his team. No, I'm sure Tomiyuki Doi in a bit of a conversation, shall we say. There's a man who knows a thing or two about scoring goals, Noel Amshar, as well as Tomiyuki Doi. And this contest is reaching a boil here, and it's Maksat who gets a yellow card. Kaishu on hand to cool the situation. Luis Junior was doing the instigating. And Maksat, the latest man to go into the book. There we go. No eyes on the ball, says the referee. More like an elbow in the back, and Maksat has got a yellow card. And he clears the ball with the header. Confirmation, Maksat Zaki Balef. Rio gets us underway with the throw. Shodai Nishikawa will get us underway with the throw in. Did look like he ran it out of play. No, says the referee. And Rio has a chance to play this ball in. Blake Rishuto looks to keep it alive. That will count as a shot on target. One of the tamer ones you'll see today as Mugundan Baran gathers the ball. Here come Hougang United. Doi has possession. Fabian Kwok. A loose pass that's been picked out by Rio Nishiguchi. Rushaidi to the flank. Now foul. Back to Rushaidi. Rishuto. And Afik No has made a mess of this clearance. Idraki fell to the deck, earned him a free kick just to ease the pressure. Just about 5 minutes left to play in the first half here at the Jurong East Stadium. And it is evenly poised between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. 1 goal apiece. Shodai Nishikawa opening the scoring for Tanjong Pagar before Idraki Adnan pulled his team level. Close to the half-hour mark. With both teams having their fair share of chances, but unable to take the lead. Mugundan. All the way to Maksat. To Kaishu. Idraki. One touch through the legs of Farid. Unfortunately, Sharin was on hand to clear. And Safik No will get us underway with the throw. Firdaus Kasim in your shot there. Of course, stepping in for Clementio, who's been spotted in the stadium. So he is well, just not well enough to be in the dugout just yet. We do wish him a speedy recovery. In the here and now, though, Hougang United have a job on their hands. They've got 3 wins on the bounce. They're looking for their 4th consecutive victory. A victory that could see them keep pace at the top of the table, mind you. Here comes Nishiguchi. Luis Junior. Nothing comes of it as Hougang clear their lines. Farid will gather possession and build again for Tanjong Pagar. Nishikawa. Maksat to Doi. Doi found himself on the deck with Emmerich Ong for company. Referee waves, play on. And it's Fasha Iskandar who will get us on the way with the goal kick. Chances have been fine few for Tomoyuki Doi, who's had a league-high 21 shots on target this season, 7 of which have found the back of the net. To my recollection, he's only had 1 on target here, and that too was in offside position as Farid Samit builds from the back. Unfortunately, he ran the ball too far. Maksat's given him a second chance. And Luis Junior did look to be offside, unsurprisingly. The official on the far side, Rutharan Raj, has raised his flag as Hougang United have got us going. And Kaishu found himself on the deck as Maksat picks us underway. Afik to Idraki. Idraki's done ever so well here. Unfortunately, Afik knows a return did not find the desired outcome. Nothing comes of it. Maksat's found himself forward, and he's given Idraki plenty to do. Unfortunately, a bit too much to do there, as Rio Nishiguchi gathers possession. Rushaidi. And still in play here as Kaishu has found Shawal Anwar. This could be a chance for Shawal Anwar. He had Tommy Kidoi to pick out. He went for the shot. Unfortunately, that was high and wide from Shawal Anwar. Kaishu once again pulling the strings, picked out Shawal. One touch, two, high and wide in the end. Not troubling Fasha Iskandar. Rushaidi heads that out for a throw-in. We have approached the 45-minute mark here at the Jurong Stadium. Just stoppage time left to be played. There's plenty of instructions being bellowed from the stands as we approach half-time. I can also confirm that there has been a goal in the Balestier Geylang international game. Christian Krajcek scoring the goal for Balestier Khalsa there. Once again, Tommy Kidoi making a nuisance of himself. All good strikers have to do that, and this boy here is a very, very good striker. Let's have another look. Fasha Iskandar found himself in a spot of bother. There will be 2 minutes of injury time here at the Jurong Stadium at the end of the first half, in what's been an entertaining first half, a lively first half. Maksat with the throw, trying to look for Afik, no, didn't find it. And that's gone now all the way out, as Shodai Nishikawa will get us underway with this throw-in. He's the man who scored the opening goal of tonight's contest for Tanjong Pagar United. Since then, though, Idraki Adnan has leveled the scores for Hougang. Both teams will be eager not to concede as we approach the halftime break. As Tanjong Pagar United get us started with this throw-in. Shodai for Luis Junior, who had Maksat for company, and Maksat did ever so well. Maksat has been in the thick of things in the first half. Did get a yellow card earlier in the game. Apart from that, he's done well. There was a bit of miscommunication, and that will be the last action in the first half here at the Jurong Stadium. It is a 1-1 between Hougang United and Tanjong Pagar United. The referee did have an interesting decision to make midway through the first half. But as it stands, it's 1-1. Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United evenly poised. Plenty of action still to come in the second half. Do join us for that. A very warm welcome back to the Jurong East Stadium. It is half-time between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United, and it is 1-1 between these two teams. Shodai Nishikawa opened the scoring before Idraki Adnan drew his team level on the half-hour mark. It is a tasty contest, one of 4 live games coming to you this midweek. In the here now, though, let's take a look at the first half highlights. This was Shodai Nishikawa, who left Faiz Saleh on the deck, only had one thing on his mind, that was to find the back of the net, and he did. 6 minutes into the game, Tanjong Pagar United were off to a dream start. The industry of Shodai Nishikawa for all to see there. And that was 1-0 Tanjong Pagar United after 6 minutes. Hougang United, high-flying Hougang United, I might add, were looking for a way back. Shawal Anwar dragged his shot just wide before Kaishu looked to have found Tomoyuki Doi, who was to be denied by Fasha Iskandar, and more importantly, the offside flag. But if you give Kaishu a moment, this is what he can do. He picked out Idraki Adnan, and Idraki Adnan did the rest to level the scores for his team. Was that a head? Was that a knee? Only Idraki will know, but they all count anyway. 1-1. And then there was a half chance for Tanjong Pagar. Mugundan Maran at full stretch to deny Tanjong Pagar United, and Hougang came again. Shawal Anwar, who looked to be in acres of space, brought to the ground by the onrushing Fasha Iskandar. Was this in the box? Was it out of the box? Replay suggested it was outside of the box. And the referee, after consulting with his assistant, concurred. Nothing came of the free kick. Shawal Anwar was to have another chance just before the break. That too went high and wide. There we have the stats at the end of what has been a very entertaining opening 45. Tanjong Pagar shading it in terms of shots with 5 and 3 on target. Hougang United with 3 and just 1 on target. There have been 4 corners and a couple of yellow cards each, which tells you this contest is just on the boil. Tasty, tasty contest. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of action in the second half. As I mentioned earlier, this is one of 4 live games. The title tussle between the Lion City Sailors and Albrechts Niigata. As it stands, it's Albrechts Niigata who have the advantage. Ryoya Taniguchi and Shuya Yamashita with the goals, while Stipe Plazibat pulled one back for the Sailors. Tampines Rovers looking for a response after their mauling at the weekend. Well, they have found a response. 3-0 up against the Young Lions. Kyoga Nakamura, Boris Kapitovic, and Yasser Hanapi with the 3 goals for the Stags, who are looking comfortable. And Balestier Khalsa 2 up against Geylang International. Balestier, of course, won 4-0 over the weekend, and they look to have picked up exactly where they left off. Christian Krajcek and Enza Bruncevic with the goals there. As you can see, it's raining goals all across the island on match day 5 of the AIA Singapore Premier League, and we're only at the halfway stage. Plenty of action still to come. We're keeping our eyes on this one at the Jurong East Stadium. It does remain 1-1 between Hougang United and Tanjong Pagar United.
AIA Vitality. Your health is every choice you make. We are part of a global wellness program with over 1.65 million members in AIA across Asia. And in Singapore, we have more than 100,000 members on AIA Vitality. Members live healthier by knowing their health through online assessments and screenings. They improve their health by logging exercises and enjoying the rewards to keep them going. And indeed, members are making improvements in their health. Even the vitality age gap has narrowed to less than a year. Best of all, you earn points for every activity. The higher your status, the greater the rewards, including up to 15% off insurance premium on selected AIA plans. To keep you going, there is the weekly fitness challenge with personalized targets to help pace and improve your fitness. When you complete the challenge, you get a spin on the Vitality Wheel to earn Vitality Coins, which you can use at the marketplace. That's not all. You also earn AIA Vitality Points for completing these activities. And very soon, you'll be on your way to Platinum status. And we sweeten the deal further with many exciting partner benefits that you can enjoy. With AIA Vitality, nothing gets better than a healthier you. So get onto AIA Vitality today because your health is every choice you make.
A very warm welcome back to the Jurong East Stadium. We are just minutes away from the second half between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. As it stands, it's 1 goal apiece between the Jaguars and the Cheetahs. Just to look back at the two meetings last season, the first one in January finished 0-0. The one towards the end of the 2020 season finished 3-2 to Hougang United. There could be plenty of goals and plenty of action in the second 45 here at the Jurong East Stadium. And we thank you for your company on this midweek fiesta of games. One of 4 games coming to you live on Singtel, StarHub, the AIA Singapore Premier League Facebook page, as well as the OnePlay Sports Network. Confirmation, there have been no changes to both team lineups at halftime, no substitutions. There was one enforced substitution in the first half that saw Shafiq Ghani come off for Afiq Noor. And both teams needing victories for differing reasons. Tanjong Pagar United still without a win. That stretches all the way back till 2014. And Hougang United looking to make it 4 wins on the trot and continue their push at the top of the table. An important 45 minutes lies ahead for both these teams. Tommy Kidoy, the league's top scorer, with 7 goals. Didn't have much come his way in the first half, but he's the sort of player who just needs half a chance. It was Idraki Adnan who levelled proceedings for Hougang United on the half-hour mark, as the referee conducts the final checks before Hougang United get us underway. It is Hougang United who will kickstart the second half, looking bright in blue in the away strip, and we are underway for the second 45. That's a ball that Idraki's done well to keep in play. Unfortunately, referee spotted a handball. The man in the middle, of course, is Shakawi Buhari. There's your goal scorer for Hougang, Idraki Adnan. Look for a quick start to the second half. Unfortunately, his hand got in the way of the ball, as Fasha Iskandar, who was, of course, involved in that incident in the first half that saw him bring Shawal Anwar to ground just outside the box and picked up a yellow card. Luis Junior has knocked that on for Rio. Safety first from Faiz Saleh, who was taking no chances. Rio passes it on to Naufal Ilham to get us started with a throw. Faiz Saleh didn't give Luis Junior an inch there. It's another throw in that Naufal will look to make the most of. It is Rishuto. Unfortunately, nothing came of it as Fabian Kwok clears his lines for Hougang United. It did look like Fabian Kwok had a push, and it has been given as a free kick in what would be an interesting position, a threatening position nonetheless. It was a challenge on Daniel Martins. Let's have another look. There we go. It did look like a half challenge that resulted in a free kick that Tanjong Pagar United will look to make the most of. It is Lionel Tan who is arranging the wall facing the goalkeeper. It's Luis Junior, whose effort doesn't clear the wall. The danger is not over yet here. Oh, it is, by the way of an offside flag. Maksat to Muku. To Lionel Tan. Fabian Kwok brings this forward. Gave Idraki too much to do, and Fasha Iskandar gathers the ball. There's your captain of Hougang United. Didn't start the season against Albrechts, but since then has found his way into the team and stayed in the team, coinciding with a good run of form for Hougang United. Let's see them win 3 games on the bounce. 4-1 against Geylang International, followed by 3-1 against the Lion City Sailors, and then 5-1 against Tampines Rovers. Idraki on the deck, and that's a free kick. Idraki Adnan, who's, I dare say, had a bit of a breakthrough season in 2021, was a part of the setup last season. But this season he's come into the team and made himself almost a mainstay. And he was, of course, called up to the national team training recently, a reward for his good form, as Fabian Kwok gets us underway with this free kick. That's dealt with by Farid. Rishuto launches it forward into the grateful arms of Mugundan. Mugu will play this long. Rishuto turns. Picks out teammate Rushaidi. Looks to bring this forward, has Kaishu for company. The idea was there, the execution wasn't, as Mugundan Maran is in possession of the ball and passes it along to Kaishu, who really pulls the strings for this Hougang United team. Kaishu Yamazaki has been a very important addition to this team. Hougang United, of course, make a host of signings in the off-season. I must say that faith by the Hougang board has been paid dividends in recent results. Luis Junior tussling with the ball, gives away a free kick for that challenge on Faiz Saleh, and being told to calm down by the referee. Hougang, though, in a rush to get things going. Let's have another look. Faiz Saleh had the ball. Luis Junior had his arm. And it's Maksat who has the ball for this throw-in. And I must say, the legion of Hougang Hools has grown as this game has grown. They are behind Fasha Iskandar on the periphery of this stadium. Well, the good news is, from April 10th, that's this weekend, match day 6, fans can return to the stadiums, COVID protocols willing. So you must either have been vaccinated or produce negative PCR or ART test results to gain entry into the stadium. For more information, do have a look at the Singapore Premier League Facebook or Instagram pages. That's definitely a sign of how far we've come. 1 year to the date since we went into circuit breaker. In the here now though, it's one apiece between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. Blake Risciuto on the ball, looking to conjure something. Shodai with the ball in. And that's a chance, half a chance for Rio Nishiguchi. The tame header gathered by Mugundan. Kaishu on the ball to Maksat. Afigno. And it was necessary for Emmerich to get his head on it, and he did. Referee wanted to blow the whistle for a free kick. And in the midst of it, Naufal Ilham finds himself in the book for that challenge, earlier challenge on Idraki. This was the chance for Rio, whose header lacked the power. Naufal Ilham, the third Tanjong Pagar United player to go into the book here, alongside Sharin Sabrin and Fasha Iskandar. Launched forward by Fasha. Mugundan gathers and launches it long. Sharin with the header away, only to Afigno, who's gathered possession. Shodai to Risciuto, back to Shodai. He's given Rio something to chase. Unfortunately, ran out of space there. This has gone out for a throw-in. Risciuto, all eyes on the ball. Unfortunately, didn't get it. Kaishu has 2 for company. Daniel Martins did ever so well, chasing back, and this has given Rushaidi a chance to break. Faisali did well. Rushaidi, the 4th Tanjong Pagar player to go into the book. Rushaidi Salim. Let's have another look at the challenge from Rushaidi. No questions asked, didn't get the ball, got a yellow card. It does look like a change for Tanjong Pagar United is imminent. Afigno though has the ball for Hougang here. Fabian Kwok with the ball in to no one. And that's gone out for a goal kick. And as I mentioned earlier, there will be a change for Tanjong Pagar United. They need goals, and they're calling on a man who knows all about scoring goals. Khairul Amri joins the fray of action. Off comes Daniel Martins, on comes number 19, Khairul Amri. Yet to open his Tanjong Pagar United account just yet. Tonight would be a good place to start, I'm sure. Much talked about move when he did join Tanjong Pagar United. It's not for the lack of firepower. Tanjong Pagar now have Luis Junior and Khairul Amri both on the pitch. Kaishu though here with the ball. Squeezes his way past, well, tried to squeeze his way past both his compatriots, Rio and Shodai. Has earned a free kick for his troubles. Has quickly taken Idraki has possession of the ball here. Has now fouled for company. That was a late challenge that seen Farhan Zulkifli fall. Rushaidi, of course, just received a yellow card. That will be your final warning, says the referee. As for Hougang, they have a set piece in an interesting position. Let's have another look. Idraki picked out Farhan, late from Rushaidi. I must say, the referee using a fair bit of common sense there. Would have been easy to dish out another yellow card. Has given him another warning. And Tanjong Pagar now have to defend this set piece. Once again, it's Kaishu and Doi who are standing over it. Fasha Iskandar has asked for a two-man wall, and it's Doi who will take this. Tame effort gathered by Fasha Iskandar in the end. And Fasha looking for Shodai Nishikawa on the flank. Lacked the control. That's gone out for Hougang United throw in. Shawal Anwar and Shodai tussling for the ball. As Tanjong Pagar launched this long, too long, as Mugundan gratefully gathers the ball into his arms. Kaishu once again dropping deep to get the football to Maksat. And once again, Fabian Kwok puts that high and wide. He's found distribution hard to come by here. And there is another change for Tanjong Pagar United. Rushaidi just got off with a stern warning. Will be taken off as a precaution. On comes Suhairi Sabri. That's, I must say, a good idea from the Tanjong Pagar team to take Rushaidi, who is living dangerously on a yellow card, especially in his position at the middle of the park. Amri has gone all the way into Mugundan's arms. Just approaching the hour mark here at the Jurong East Stadium. It remains 1-1. That was excellent footwork from Kaishu to evade everyone, and has given Idraki something to chase here. Idraki Adnan plays it into the box. Faritz with the header away. And Afik Noor keeps the ball alive. And Shawal Anwar has the ball here. Tomiyuki Doi. Tomiyuki Doi has space. Unfortunately, lacked sting in his effort as Fasha Iskandar gathered possession. Khairul Amri was picked out. And Luis Junior will go on the chase. Lionel Tan back to his goalkeeper. And he's found himself in a spot of bother, Mugundan Maran! And that is Luis Junior who's made him pay. He didn't need a second invitation, Luis Junior. And look at the celebrations on the Tanjong Pagar United bench. We've seen goalkeepers in a spot of bother time and again this season. And unfortunately, Mugundan Maran just added his name to that very, very unfavorable list. Lionel Tan did all he can, pass it back to his goalkeeper, and here is when he should have cleared his lines. Instead, he did this, and how about that? No look from Luis Junior. That's the second goal of the season for the Brazilian, and more importantly, the second goal on the night for Tanjong Pagar United. They now lead 2-1 against Hougang United. Straight away, Tomoyuki Doi. Is that offside? No, it isn't. Boy, oh boy, it's Tomoyuki Doi who's leveled the scores. And that lead didn't last for too long. And we've seen 2 goals in the space of 90 seconds here at the Jurong East Stadium. Tomoyuki Doi with this 8th goal of the season. To draw Hougang level. And boy, do we have a contest. Lionel San. Hidraki Adnan. Hidraki's coming forward on the deck. And the referee's given it. It's the substitute, Suhairi Sabri, who's given that free kick away. Let's have another look at the goal. Fabian Kwok with the long ball forward. Shawal Anwar put the ball into the box. Tomoyuki Doi did the rest. The league's top scorer is on to goal number 8 for the season. And Tanjong Pagar United had barely finished celebrating before they were picking the ball out of the net. And now Kaishu stands over this set piece. Kaishu gone for goal there. Unfortunately, that was high and wide. That is not what he would have had in mind. And this contest has really taken another twist. It of course finished 3-2 between both these teams at the end of the 2020 season. Hougang United winning by the odd goal, and they come again here. Hidraki could not reach the ball. Tomoyuki Doi will keep this alive though. Doi has now fouled for company. He has picked out a teammate. Unfortunately, Kaishu's touch evaded him. Referee got involved. And the referee will give this as a drop ball. There will be a substitution in the meantime for Tanjong Pagar United. It does look like Nauful Ilham has run his race. Given a good account of himself, the man who's been drafted in, the boy who's been drafted in to the Tanjong Pagar team today. Not just yet, perhaps. Referee says play on, with Amirul Emran waiting on the touchline to come on. Here come Hougang United though. The pendulum seems to have swung Hougang's way since they leveled the scores. Confirmation that the substitution will take place now. For the visual has the numbers up. Nauful Ilham is replaced by Amirul Emran. Hidraki tries to keep this in play, has done it. Almost hasn't done it actually. And it's Fasha Iskandar who will get us underway with a goal kick. Khairul Amri has 2 for company as Faiz Saleh. He's done well against Luis Junior. Fabian Kwok on the ball. Looking for the runner Shawal Anwar. Shodai Nishikawa stretched for the ball and has stayed on the deck worryingly. Not that it's stopping Tanjong Pagar United, who come through. Blake Mishuto, that looked to be a handball. Nothing, says the referee. And it's play on as Hidraki, once again, fleet-footed play from Hidraki, trying to pick out a teammate. And as you can see, the referee saying he did have his arms by the side. Let's look at this. I don't think Faisale knew much about that. Luis Junior and Amri up in arms, asking for the foul. Nothing's given. And it does look like Shodai Nishikawa is still on the deck, and they're calling for the medic. Will he be able to continue? Shodai Nishikawa, of course, got the goal scoring underway here at the Jurong East Stadium. Opened the scoring with a fantastic effort 6 minutes in. Since then, though, we've seen Hougang United draw themselves level through Idraki before Luis Junior was gifted a goal. And then Tomiyuki Doi leveled proceedings again. Luis Junior on the deck. Lionel Town offering him a hand. I do have a strong feeling that the action is not over here at the Jurong East Stadium. There is to be a sting in the tail. That's what my gut tells me, at least. We shall see how that one pans out. Here we go, it's a Hougang United free kick to get us underway. Kaishu gets a shot short to Idraki. Referee says no, not just yet. You're going to do this my way. The ball shouldn't be moving. Well, you can hear Lionel Chan bellowing instructions. Kaishu into the box. Blake Rishoto with the header away. And again, Nishiguchi completes the clearance. Kaishu looked to get it under control, didn't do it. And that's a chance for Luis Junior. Did look to be offside and correctly flagged to be offside as Lionel Tan puts the ball down and gets us underway. Shawal Anwar looks to pick out Idraki. And they haven't cleared their lines here. And eventually Amirul Emran does. Once again, Tanjong Pagar United living very dangerously. Amirul Emran, who only just joined the fray of action. Amri on the ball. Rishuto to Khairul Amri. Khairul Amri looking for a teammate, didn't find one. There's been another goal at our Tampines hub. Tampines Rovers were looking for a response, and boy oh boy have they found one. They are now 4-0 up against the hapless Young Lions. It's Yasir Hanapi who's grabbed his second goal of the night to extend the Stags' advantage. Shawal Anwar, and that's an excellent challenge from Farid Samit, concedes the corner. An outstanding challenge from the skipper of Tanjong Pagar United. Nothing comes of it as Hougang look to build again. Kaishu again with the turn, picks out Afiq Noor. Looking for a blue shirt in the box. Farid completes the clearance. Fabian Kwok to no one as Fasha Iskandar gratefully gathers. There's also been a goal in the Balestier Khalsa Geylang International game. Geylang International have pulled one back. Now trail 2-1. Christopher Van Huysen, the goal scorer for Geylang International. It does look like we are heading for a water break here at the Jurong East Stadium. If you're just joining us, you've missed quite a cracker of a game. There's been 4 goals, 2 apiece for both teams, 2 apiece in each half so far. Let's have another look at the goal that gave Tanjong Pagar the lead momentarily. Mugundan Maran will not want to watch the replay of this. Luis Junior pickpocketing him, and then the no-look finish. for the Brazilian, second goal of the season. That gave Tanjong Pagar the lead. But they weren't done celebrating when Shawal Anwar did this, picked out Tomoyuki Doi. And how about that for goal number 8 of the season, and drew his team level. There's still about 20 minutes left to be played at the Jurong East Stadium as the players take their final water breaks of the night. He's had a busy game. Shakawi Buhari has given out 4 yellow cards for Tanjong Pagar and 2 for Hougang United. And it's good to see Shodai Nishikawa joining the fray of action. He did look to be in a bit of pain earlier. Amirul Emran with the throw to Luis Junior. Looking to play his way past Farhan Zulkifli. Wins a throw in for his troubles. And quite honestly, I cannot tell you which way this game is going to go. It's been end-to-end between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. There's still football left to be played for both these teams who need a win for differing reasons. Tanjong Pagar need something to kickstart their season. High-flying Hougang are looking for a 4th win on the bounce to keep pace at the top of the table. As Afiq Noor gathers the ball. Fabian Kwok has lost possession as Shodai Nishikawa gathers, as Amri plays it short. That's an effort from range. That's hit the bar. Mugundan Maran left scrambling as comes off the woodwork. As Farhan Zulkifli looks to play out the ball from the back. Idraki won the header. And Amirul Emran is the latest Tanjong Pagar United player to find himself in the book. Let's have another look at the shot. A speculative effort from range, off the woodwork. Mugundan Maran found himself on the ground. Thankfully, the ball bounced off the woodwork and away, as Hougang United look to build from the back. Luis Junior looking for Amri. The flag has stayed down here as Amri played the ball into a tasty position. Idraki. Confirmation of the 5th yellow card, Amirul Emran. As he gets us underway with this throw-in. Amri finds himself on the deck in the company of Lionel Tan, and he's won a free kick for his troubles. A set-piece opportunity for Tanjong Pagar to threaten the Hougang United goal. Standing on it, though, is substitute Suhairi Sabri, whose effort rattled the woodwork not so long ago. Mugundan Maran has conceded 2 today and will need to be sharp to prevent a 3rd. They're making a bit of a fuss about Idraki's placement. Referee's happy with it, and he's cajoled Suhairi to continue. Suhairi plays the ball into the box. Rio Nishiguchi seemed to have a lot of airtime. Unfortunately, his header lacked any sort of real venom to beat Mugundan. As Amirul Emran gathers possession all the way back to Fasha Iskandar. As a long ball that will go all the way through to Mugundan. Faisale. Mugundan. And I did mention that Clementio is unwell, but he is in the stands. And I can confirm that judging by how loud he sounds, he is in a good way in terms of recovery, and it won't be long before we see him back in the dugout. Let's have another look at the headed opportunity for Rio Nishiguchi. He's had a couple of headers today, none of it really troubling Mugundan Maran. Just about 15 minutes left in this contest at Jurong East Stadium. And there you have it at the bottom of your screen. Tasty contest with 16 shots between both these teams as Shawal Anwar. And again, an outstanding sliding challenge from Sharin Sabrin, who's had to walk a tightrope, having received a yellow card earlier in the contest. Fabian Kwok to Afik Noor. To Shawal Anwar. Kaishu. Kaishu goes from range. That took a deflection along the way. That will be a corner kick for Hougang United. And if you can see behind the fence, the Hougang Hools are in attendance, urging their team on. Seen them a couple of times behind the fence. Good news for them, they'll be able to attend games from April 10th. Nothing comes of the corner from Kaishu. He's found himself on the deck there. There's a lot going on. Farid Samit is in the referee's ear, and Khairul Amri looks to be in a lot of pain. Both teams making a case. Let's have another look. It was Maksat, who's already on a yellow card, mind you. I must say, Khairul Amri's reaction was slightly over the top. And Khairul Amri and Farid Samit are still in the referee's ear. It is Idraki Adnan who will make way for Khairul Nizam. So Hougang United signaling their intentions with this change. Khairul Nizam, who's yet to open his account in 2021, comes on for Idraki Adnan. And he will have just under 12 minutes to make an impact at the Jurong East Stadium. In the meantime, I can confirm that there has been a 5th goal at our Tampines hub. Tampines Rovers conceded 5 at the weekend. They've now scored 5 against the Young Lions. Kyoga Nakamura with his 2nd goal. At the Jurong East Stadium, Fabian Kwok becomes the 3rd Hougang United player to get in the book. Captain Kwok, alongside his teammates Maksat and Farhan Zulkifli, as Farid Samit stands over this free kick to get us underway. All the way through, Rishuto has kept that in play. Luis Junior! Rishuto! Mukundan Maran knew nothing about it. And that came off the woodwork. And that's twice now that Tanjong Pagar have been denied by the woodwork. And Rishuto's reaction tells you everything you need to know. Farid with the ball. Rishuto laid it off to Luis Junior on the left leg. Inches away from being 3-2 to Tanjong Pagar. Mugundan was rooted to the spot. And he lives to fight another day. I'm not sure if this is a corner or a throw in. It is a corner kick that will be taken by Suhairi. All the way. Amri has a chance. Still in possession, Tanjong Pagar. Can they clear the lines? Mugundan Maran comes out together. And straight away, he launches it forward. Farid and Tommy Yukidoy will tussle for this. It's the Tanjong Pagar captain who's come out on top for now. That's a ball for Rio Nishiguchi to chase. He's gone for goal and he's scored! Rio Nishiguchi gives Tanjong Pagar United the lead. There's 8 minutes left to play in this contest, and it's all about concentration, says Noor Alam Shah. Again in the back of your picture, look at the celebration. Rio Nishiguchi deserves that goal. And in this ding-dong of a contest, it's Tanjong Pagar who again have the lead for the third time today. In the midst of it, there is a change for Hougang United. It's Anders Aplin who's joined the fray. Let's have another look at the goal. Rio Nishiguchi only had one thing on his mind, and that was to find the back of the net. And look at that. Look what it means for this team who are looking for their first top-flight victory since 2014. They, of course, sat out the league and rejoined last season.
Keep the ball. Good. Well done.
I do apologize for the mistake in the graphic there. And that's an effort from Khairul Amri. And once again, they are on the back foot here. There's your goal scorer, Rio Nishiguchi, who's worked tirelessly and had 2 headers on target. It was third time lucky as he beat Mugundan Baran to give his team a crucial advantage going into the final stages of this game. Both players coming together. It does look like Khairul Nizam has come off worse. Fasha Iskandar. Quick confirmation of the change for Hougang. It was Anders Aplin who joined the fray in place of Faiz Saleh. Rio Nishiguchi, whose goal makes all the difference for now on the ball, he's played his way into the box. Unfortunately, ran out of real estate as it goes out for a goal kick. There is a player on the deck there. It does look like Luis Junior is in a bit of pain. Well, not that Lionel Tan is having any of it. Anders Aplin, who's just joined the fray, urging his teammates on. They have clawed their way back from losing positions twice today. This would be something special if they do rescue themselves a point or more. Farid Samit, anywhere will do for the captain. This game was built up as high-flying Hougang against tepid Tanjong Pagar, but I can assure you Tanjong Pagar have been anything but tepid. The Jaguars have given an excellent account of themselves from the word go. And as the clock ticks down, the team in red find themselves a goal up. But for how long? As Shawal Anwar plays this into Khairul Nizam. And Fasha Iskandar threw himself at the feet of Khairul Nizam. The substitute could have had an impact if he made connection. Unfortunately, he didn't. As Fasha Iskandar, who of course missed the game at the weekend, reinstated to the lineup and showing how important he can be to this Tanjong Pagar United backline. Just about 5 minutes of regulation time for Hougang United to find an equalizer and for Tanjong Pagar to hold on to what would be a momentous victory for the Jaguars. Luis Junior once again finds himself on the deck, Anders Applin adjudged to have fouled. He needs to be careful here. Anders going straight in the face of the referee. There we go, let's have a look at the foul. Did he have a case? He might have had a case. But when you're looking for your first win since 2014, you're bound to play smart. And I think that's what Luis Junior did right there. We talked about the Hougang Hools in attendance. They do outnumber the Tanjong Pagar army, who are also in attendance. Karl Nizam looking to keep possession of the ball. Passes to Lionel Tan. It's Afiq Noor who's picked out Shawal Anwar, who's put the ball into an interesting position. Emre Gong clears the ball. Afiq Noor will have a second bite of the cherry. That's an outstanding challenge. No, says the referee, that's a foul. Rio Nishiguchi is adjudged to have fouled the player in the process of winning the ball. Let's have another look. It is the correct decision when you look at the replay. Didn't look to win the ball. All man. And Tanjong Pagar United have to hold on and defend this set piece. It is Kaishu who's standing over the ball. A goal is what they need. As Kaishu plays this one in. That's gone all the way through. And the flag is up on the far side. That's not going to count for Shawal Anwar. Ruthan Raj had his flag up as soon as the ball went in. And unfortunately, Shawal Anwar, who thought he had equalized for the Cheetahs, is denied. Let's have another look. When the ball was played, he did look to be in offside position. Ruthan Raj had his flag up straight away. And the clock is ticking down for Hougang United. I tell you who will be breathing a sigh of relief. Rio Nishiguchi, the man whose goal makes the difference, and the man who gave away that free kick in that position. As Fasha Iskandar launches this long, gives Amri something to chase. Luis Junior keeps possession. That's the ball that's picked out. Nishiguchi. Was that a back pass? It is a back pass, says the referee, and I believe this will be an indirect free kick. Once again, Mugundan Maran in a spot of bother. A lack of communication between Maksad and him has resulted in an indirect free kick for Tanjong Pagar United. Once again, this will give the Jaguars a chance. I must say, Anders Applin hasn't covered himself in glory since coming on. There's a bit of afters as Lionel Tan is quick to defuse the situation. No question, it was a back pass, as it is Suhairi who comes across to take this. As we've moved into additional time here at the Jurong East Stadium, there will be 4 minutes of stoppage time as Suhairi and Khairul Amri stand over this. If Tanjong Pagar score here, it will be game over, I believe. Suhairi. They have 3 men standing on the goal line. Khairul Amri cleared off the line by Maksat. Luis Junior looks to keep possession of the ball. Suhairi did, I do beg your pardon, Sharin did ever so well to head that away. as Rishuto completes the clearance. It's gone out for a throw-in. The clock is ticking. Tanjong Pagar United have waited a long while for their first win, and it's in sight now if they can hold on for just a few more minutes. As for high-flying Hougang, their run of 3 victories does look to be coming to an end at the hand of the Jaguars, as Rio Nishiguchi is in no rush as he takes the ball into the corner. Has Amri for company, doesn't need him, and it's Lionel Tan and Fabian Kwok who've come on to clear the ball. Afik Noor launches this long. That's given it as a free kick to Hougang. Lionel Tan to Kaishu, plays it quick. Farhan Zulkifli has Luis Junior for company. Anywhere will do. Amirul Emran with the clearance. And Mukundan Maran has come out for this. And he's launched it long. Anywhere will do at the moment for Tanjong Pagar United. Amri was in offside position. He knew exactly what he was doing, the veteran striker. Mugundan to Lionel Tan. Lionel Tan launches this long. That's Fasha Iskandar. Brave goalkeeping from Fasha. And it does look like Fasha might be in a bit of pain. In the pre-match, Noor Alam Shah talked about patience. That patience looks set to be rewarded. As it stands, Tanjong Pagar United are heading for their first top-flight victory since 2014. Under a minute left to play, but I'm sure some time might be added for this injury stoppage as Fasha Iskandar finds himself on the deck. Just while we wait for this injury to be resolved, it's 7th heaven for Tampines Rovers over at our Tampines hub. The Stags have hit the Young Lions for 7 goals. Boris Kapitovic has scored a hat-trick in that one. And it does look to be a historic day all round in the AIA Singapore Premier League season, with Tanjong Pagar United here heading for their first top-flight victory since 2014, and more importantly, for the first time since they rejoined the big boys in 2020. Fasha Iskandar will launch this long. Amri wins the header, and Amri once again finds himself on the deck. This is becoming a bit of a theme here. I believe the professional term for this is game management, and that's exactly what Tanjong Pagar United are doing. Once again, Anders Aplin, who's been in the referees here non-stop since coming on, has plenty to say. Picked up a yellow card soon after coming on, and I'm not sure he's done his reputation any favors today, Anders Aplin. And it's Tanjong Pagar United who are in no rush to get this free kick. It's Farid Samit, captain of the Jaguars, who stands over this. And you guessed it right, they will play it short to no one, really. That goes out for a goal kick. I've seen the referee take a look at his watch as Mugundan launches this long. Farid Samit. This is one final chance for Tomoyuki Doi. What an important save from Fasha Iskandar. The chance is not over yet. Kaishu keeps that in play. Tomoyuki Doi has leveled the scores for Hougang United. Late drama here at the Jurong East Stadium. And that's Tomoyuki Doi who makes the Jaguars pay with goal number 9 of the season. And for the third time today, Tanjong Pagar have been pegged back. And unfortunately for them, the wait goes on. Tomoyuki Doi with goal number 9 of the season and the third of the night for Hougang United. Is the action over yet as Ryo Nishiguchi is in possession of the ball? That's the ball into the box. Evaded everyone and it's gone out for a corner kick. You have to feel for Tanjong Pagar United, who look to be seconds away. They have one last chance, one final throw of the dice. As the corner kick comes in, all the way through, Mugundan with the punch. Blake Rushoto kept that in, tried to keep that in play, but he's settled for a corner kick. It's another set piece for Hougang to deal with. Is there to be one final twist to this tale? Khairul Amri. It has been given as a free kick for a push in the back. And that is that at the Jurong East Stadium. Tried as they might, Tanjong Pagar are denied right at the death. 3 goals apiece between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. High-flying Hougang settle for a draw. But the storyline here has to be Tanjong Pagar United, who look on course for their first top-flight win since 2014. Denied right at the death by Tomoyuki Doi. A real show of character from Hougang United to fight on till the very last minute. 3 times they found themselves trailing, and 3 times they drew themselves level. For Tanjong Pagar United, it's a much better showing than in recent times, but still that elusive win evades them. Fasha Iskandar drew a sharp save, but couldn't deny Tomoyuki Doi right at the death. And you can see the dejection for the players in red. 3-3, it's finished here at the Jurong East Stadium. And there's the full-time stats that tells you what an interesting game this was. 7 shots on target for Tanjong Pagar, 3 of those found the back of the net. Hougang United had 6, 3 of those found a back of the net. Look at that yellow card count, 5 for Tanjong Pagar, 4 for Hougang United. A real end-to-end effort between both these teams. Let's have another look at how things panned out at Jurong East Stadium. It was Shodai Nishikawa who got us underway. How about this for a goal? Shodai Nishikawa beating Mugundan Marin to set the pace for the Jaguars. Hougang, though, drew themselves level courtesy of Idraki Adnan. Close to the half-hour mark, Idraki Adnan drew the scores level. And then this happened. Mugundan Marin caught in possession with Luis Junior tussling for the ball. And the Brazilian made it 2-1 with his second goal of the season. And Tanjong Pagar were barely done celebrating when Shawal Anwar picked out that man, Tomoyuki Doi, in the middle of the box, who made it 2-2. And this ding-dong contest went back and forth. And then Rio Nishiguchi did this first time effort on his right, beating Mugundan Maran for 3-2. And then late into the game, there would be one final twist to this tale. Farid Samit failed to clear his lines. Tomiyuki Doi came with aplomb, took the shot, drew a sharp save from Fasha Iskandar. Kaishu with the ball in. Tomiyuki Doi unmarked at the back, into the back of the net. Goal number 9 for Doi. Goal number 3 for Hougang. And both teams settled for a point apiece. Confirmation of the scores on match day 5. Lion City Sailors pegged themselves back to draw 2-2 against Albrechts Niigata. How about that? Tampines Rovers 7 to the good against the Young Lions. And of course, Balestier Khalsa edging out Geylang International 2-1. And the game, of course, we've just witnessed at the Jurong East Stadium has finished 3-3 between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. Confirmation then, final score here at the Jurong East Stadium on match day 5. It's finished 3-3 between Tanjong Pagar United and Hougang United. The wait goes on for Tanjong Pagar United. As for high-flying Hougang, they'll take plenty of positives from their fight back. We hope you've enjoyed the company. We'll see you on match day 6.